Welcome to the game of the week, ladies and gentlemen. You got Meatbeard on blast and JoJo in the booth. JoJo, Virginia Tech at Baylor, what you think?
I'm thinking that even though one's 2-3, the other's 3-2, this is pretty much a 500 game here for either team. I appreciate both these running backs. Austin Wilson and Dolph Hustle both at the 800-yard mark, and they're both at double-digit touchdowns. So I think we're going to see a high running game with a little bit of Bryce Walker, maybe a little bit of Odin.
Well, don't look now, but we got some action on the kickoff. I'm a little concerned with that black field outline, though. I don't think that's the way that's supposed to be.
Hey, Black Lives Matter. Let's go. Here we go in the shotgun set with twin on twin. And this was one thing I looked about on Baylor. I was like, okay, there's probably a really good player, Javed Storm. I like him. I've been watching him for a little bit now. And I really appreciate both these teams.
Yeah, empty backfield, trips to the top, steps back, got plenty of time back there, drops it off underneath to the tight end. That's Wilbur Lott for 9.
I mean, I'm looking at these unis from VT, and they super look like Houston. I mean, not Houston, Texas Longhorns.
To me, they strike Buccaneer resemblance. Single back, three top, wide receiver in motion, coming back to 2 back, going to run the option out of it. No time to pitch it. Odin sacked for 4.
I believe that was the best move, because if he pitched it, that nickel corner was sitting there ready for it.
Yeah, Baylor had that scouted out from the start. There was no hope on that one.
We know that Dolph Hustle's going to get the ball, so.
Coming out, trips to the top again, single back stays in the block. Plenty of time, scrambling for his life now, can't get away, sacked for 7.
You know, there's a really hard time to believe that, like, these are the games that really matter to me. Like, you're winning, you're losing, and it's like who multiply can get their team together to keep winning.
That's right. It's all about, it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. 2 by 2.
Down.
Plenty of time again and holds it for too long again, and Odin is sacked for 7 more yards. What starts off as a hot start is very quickly cooled off.
When you look at both these quarterbacks, they've both thrown over 200 times this season with a marginal amount of yards, and on the plus on the touchdowns. Walker's at 1,300 yards, and Odin's at 1,400 yards with a plus on the touchdown side. So I'm glad that they can pass. I would like to see a little bit more.
At a certain point, I think as a coach, you got to come in and say, look, they know what we're going to try to do. Maybe we should try to do something different just to throw them off.
I'm not against it.
You're going to come out in the sniffer back set, single back 2 by 1.
I like how they came out passing, because we were talking about running, and maybe Baylor took your advice.
He goes underneath to Sutherland for 16.
And Virginia Tech, I'm going to give you some stats that are pretty ugly. They allow yards. They allow not many tackles for a loss. They don't even allow many sacks. Carl Patrick have had him on my radar. As, not that I'm a pro team, but I always act as this, these players can be a pro, because most of these will be. So he is probably my defensive player on VT to see.
Yeah, they're gonna, like you said, not stop him for a loss, or he's gonna pick up 1. Gonna come out in the 2 by 1 with the tight end. Tight end stays in the block and releases leg.
Ooh, with the blitz.
Underneath throw, makes the first man miss. Wilson picks up 5, makes the third and manageable.
How do you feel knowing that these teams are, let's just say 500? You think that you would come out running as you have all season with a 500? Or do you come out passing? Obviously, you said passing now, but let's be realistic. You're in the huddle. You know that you got hustle. You know that you got run game.
I think the thing of it is they throw that incompletion to bring up 4th down. Because I think everybody knows Hustle's a player.
Yeah.
But what you have focused on all year so far is handing Hustle the ball and letting him run it. What you haven't shown is Hustle's really good ability as a pass catcher. He can actually catch and run just as well as a wide receiver. And so we haven't exploited that.
Right.
To me, I'm going to try to exploit that.
I just looked at the stats. He's got 50. He's got the most catches on the. The most catches on the season. So that's their baby.
Yeah, but they don't throw him a lot of what I call big plays.
Right. He's only averaging 6 yards.
Right.
I agree.
He's an underneath pass catcher, a screen pass catcher. As they come out and single and almost not a modified. Throws underneath to Rodriguez, 30 inches. But I want to get hustle the ball in space.
Right
out
here?
in the open, like over the middle.
Right here, yes. This is a hustle play. But outside of hustle, he's grabbing the ball, running the ball as he put a man in motion with the option. Screen! I would have totally...
Missed opportunity there by Odin.
Outside of hustle, he has no touchdowns on passing. But their least reception receiver, Daniel Sullivan.
Go!
14 receptions, 3 touchdowns,
Grigsby
100
missed the
yards.
opportunity there. That was a gift wrap to pick 6. You come out and trips to the bottom of your screen, back stays into block, picks up his man, throws underneath though.
I'm not against the sideways throws, as number 7 gets out there, but I think it's good. It's almost like a run.
Yes, I agree. Trips to the top of your screen this time. Same formation, swap. Call that pancake. Looking, plenty of time.
Hey, good patience.
Throw.
Great patience.
I thought he got a little happy.
Rodriguez
for 26.
And he is probably my favorite to watch on the wide side. I don't think he's the number 1, but he's the number 2 there. And I had contact with him in the beginning of the season, but he was like, nope, VT's my boys.
Going to come out in the 2x1 with that sniffer back. Hands off, up the middle. Going to pick up 4, hustle.
I mean, this is the guy that it's going to run the game.
Yeah, his second run of the game.
That's it, though. We got a tight.
Yeah, 2x1. Ooh. Spins out of the first guy. Got plenty of room out there.
Yes.
Odin picks up 16.
Odin is known to scramble. And when you see him break that, you're like, why can't you do that more? Or run the read option more, you know?
Right.
If you look at him, statistically, he actually can run.
Trips to the bottom of your screen, tight end to the top. Back stays in to help block. Throwing deep, looking for his man.
This is the guy that I was just telling you about. I mean, the guy's got 100 yards on the season and the most touchdowns. Get this guy ball a lot more.
When in doubt, corner route. First and goal. First and goal. This is 100% a hustle play right here. It should be. Oh, just couldn't get the pitch off that.
Hey, kudos to the defense right there.
Yeah, it looks like Baylor went into the day saying that we're not going to let you run the option.
I mean, you got goal line and you're going wide with this.
Trips.
I'm
underneath.
I believe they listen to you as we talk about the leading touchdown receiver on their team. Odin loves him when they need it.
Yeah, it's Sullivan for about 12 and a tutty.
I mean, there was nobody. Everybody went left with that run or fake run. And that's a great part about the read option. That's a great part about faking teams to the draw and all that. You have to respect it and be honest to it.
I think a lot of what we've lost in this day and age is people don't want to sell plays anymore.
I agree.
You might run a couple.
You want to make plays.
You might run a couple plays that are only good for like 1 yard, 2 yard here or there. And what you're really doing is setting them up to look for that play. That you can pull it and throw it, or you can hand it off instead of throw it, or run the option out of it. But you sell the play. And then
hands down, that was a good return, and I'm not cutting you off while they go in shotgun. And they got the Twins left and right every time, it seems like. No run here with the pass in the middle.
Noble for 9.
I know Nathan Noble. not personally, but we've been friends over time, and that man just loves the game.
You're going to come out in their 2x2 again. This time he's going to fake the handoff and keep. Runs into his man blocking, but picks up the 3 in the first.
Bryce Walker, I feel like, is more runnable. And Virginia Tech's Odin.
I'm not that 2x1 sniff with that.
We got the safety coming up on the blitz. Yeah, you've seen it. I mean, I saw it. You know, Austin Wilson, clearly that safety did his homework this week. He said, hey, if they do this, and they put the twins inside, and, you know, he did his homework. Good for him. I don't know who that was at the safety spot. I'm sorry, but that was good homework.
Well, he took that first hit to the chin. Same formation, top of the screen to twins this time.
And this is Walker. He's not going to get you 20 yards. He's not going to be like Tulane's quarterback, Rivers. He's going to nickel and dime you. He's going to get those 5 yards and say, okay, I can run. I might not be as dark as you want me to be, but I can do it.
2x2. Single back. Goes over the middle. Got his man, Nathan Noble. 9-yard reception.
Nathan Noble is nobly the worst wide receiver on their team in receptions and yards, but today he's definitely keeping it realistic with that screen that got blown up. That should have been worse.
Yeah, because the defender never turned around and saw it.
Which way you go, George? Man, I really appreciate the Virginia Tech defense right now. I like the push. I like the press. You know, granted, I'm number 9. I don't know who you are right now. I'm sorry, but I mean, I appreciate you giving that try because you're like, I'm not no bum. We got 4 D linemen. We're gonna definitely be playing a man-on-man here. As he puts a man. No, it's a zone. It's a zone. Run.
Nobody up.
Good play. Good play there. If I were to pick out of both these running backs, I definitely like Hustle more. But Austin reminds me of almost like a Christian McCaffrey that I've seen.
Hands off
As
again.
again, he gets the ball for
just can't
Awesome
get
ball!
that
Oof. Hey, give the man the ball. He deserves it.
Give it again. Let him take it one more time.
I like that tight right if they're going to run it. And they should. Good play. Great play. I like the dark pool. Austin Wilson. I really believe that when it comes to the pros, he'll be there. I'm not saying he's going to be a top pick, but he definitely deserves a team tryout or draft.
We come out and kick off. Virginia Tech looking to answer.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they do. I mean, their offense has definitely made some runs, some decent plays. Nothing exciting, as we saw in the last game.
I'm going to bring this one out for right there, 18.5.
I like the man behind because it throws off those linebackers. Like, are you going to run? And look at this quarterback blocking linebackers. I respect my boy right now.
Hustle picks up about 12.
Hey, Oscar, I know you're probably not in the chat or whatever, but GG.
Delayed handoff. I hate that play.
I'm not against it. I believe that when you have an offensive line that's as good as this, but this defense clearly, again, as the safety did last play, drive, they're doing a great job there, blowing that up. I see a man in motion. No?
2-1. Gonna hand it off. No delay this time. It's 3 yards back. Probably closer to Hustle not being not hustling very much today.
I concur with that. I mean, they're going wide out for a reason. As he steps back there.
Ooh, had his man, but missed it.
Did you see alligator arms? I don't know who that was. But that man did not stretch out for it because I felt like he had that.
Gonna kick it off. Baylor trying to take the momentum back.
Now they're going to be at the 50-yard line here, and Baylor is played a chess match. I don't know why he's wearing that neck roll at 93, but it's not my team. I love the 4 down linemen of Virginia Tech. I respect it. It keeps the team honest on the run. Pass. This is the guy. Okay. I never do predictions for a reason. One reason. I'm gonna tell you why.
Oh yeah. Why?
Because I don't like to get mad.
Come out in the 2x1 with the sniffer. Sniffer in motion. Gonna hand it off. Follow the sniffer. Nobody there.
Both defenses, man. I mean, granted, VT's defense is playing it very hard. Again, now that we're almost at the end of the first, we see what's going on. Both teams are decent.
2x2.
Forget the predictions as we see him step back, throw it in the middle, and then
charge it loose.
Do you think, aside from your prediction, which I don't know what it is, and I don't care what it is, I'm looking at this teams right now, as we got trips to the left.
Plenty of time, throws, got his man, could be just short. That's sincerity.
I can definitely see a field goal here.
No, they're in that no man's lane. They're going to go for it.
Wow. This is not a good call. I'm sorry, Baylor. I'm not in your locker room, but I respect it. I respect the aggressiveness as we see the freaking first down. Off your team. Who wins? The end. If you were to say right now, 7-7, Baylor's pushing. We've got 3 more quarters. Who do you feel like, by seeing something, would have the advantage as we see a run? We knew it was going to be a run, and it's crazy. They started with the pass to open up the run.
I think just off of what I've seen so far, I picked Baylor anyway. But I think Baylor's got the advantage right now because for some reason Virginia Tech doesn't want to get hustle involved the way they normally do.
I didn't pick any team, and I agree with what you're saying.
One man to beat, makes him miss. Got a blocking crew in front of him. Wilson, 17 yards and a tutty. They'll extend their lead to 14-7 pending the extra point.
I'm sure the extra point will be good, but I like Baylor's presentation. I like how they come out there and they win, and they're positive. VT, I believe, is a better team overall. So if I were to have a pick on a prediction after we see this kickoff, that's definitely going to get some yards. When he gets to the 30 or close to it. I really enjoy watching hustle, and I want to see him hustle a little bit more, like you said earlier. He didn't.
They're going to come out in the 2x1. Going to hand it to hustle.
Yep.
He's going to pick up 6. Not bad.
But you also got to give respect to Baylor's defense then. You know? I appreciate players and teams.
Trips to the bottom, hands off at the middle again to hustle.
It seems like
hustle's going. Just keeps going. 19 yards in the first.
It's about the hustle and the Wilson. So, as we said in the beginning, like these guys are running teams, but they can pass. Do they not trust their quarterbacks? And I like Odin. And I like Walker. Walker can run better to me. It just, I really see both of these teams possibly in the playoffs.
Throw underneath. They're in a tough division. 6 yards.
They are. I'm an underdog guy, and my team's an underdog, and I like to see teams do well.
They won their underdogs in that. They
right now.
They beat up on Arkansas.
Yeah.
Zone read.
They're playing zone. This is a great play for zone.
Odin takes 9. That's that buying and selling. You sell the throws to hustle, or sell the runs to hustle over and over and over and over.
Yeah.
And then eventually you pull it, and they're going after hustle, and Odin keeps it, throws underneath to McCollum for 9.
Uniquely, these teams are very similar. They both throw, they both run, they both have running quarterbacks, and they score touchdowns. Their defense, 100% is. That's my boy. But you look at both these defenses overall, and they're not the best. Marcus Elliott is probably one of my faves that I've quote-unquote studied. On Baylor. And this formation right here scares me.
Trips to the top. Underneath handoff. Hustle just running people over for 8 yards and a touch.
And this is what Hustle does. I don't know the league leader, but he's got to be up there in the top 1 or 2. Like, I'm sorry. This guy just ran over a linebacker that weighed more than my grandmother. And she's a little big.
Yeah, tied on 14. Baylor now going to look to respond.
I see it happening. I love both these teams. I see it happening as an enjoyable game because there's a lot of heart in these locker rooms. We got the single to the left with the fake, yeah. Bryce was like, Bryce, sorry, buh.
Come out in the 2x1 single tight. Nobody there. Throws underneath. It's Austin Wilson, I believe. Tackles all the way around. Brings up 3rd and inches.
He's got that it factor. He's not going to take over a game, but he can. He's got that factor that, like, okay, check down, boom.
There's the read again. Can't get there, though. Loses one.
Wow. I'm utterly surprised. Otterly. We've been talking about otters lately. But that's kind of his forte, too. The read option, the RPO and stuff.
There comes the punt.
Have we had a blocked punt this season?
Nope.
I've seen one. For sure. I was just wondering if there was one this season, that's all.
14's going to come out. Trips
tie game.
Single
16.
Empty bed. Fakes the run.
So we got
throws it straight to Marcus Elliott, but he can't catch it.
And this is the guy I was telling you about. I mean, he really could put an island on a side, and it's clearly beneficial to the Baylor defense.
Hand off to Hustle. You got me reading their shirts as hooking now. Every time I see their jerseys, I think it says hooking.
I mean, think about it. Does it not look like horns when they go for that screen? Yeah.
Pull it back.
Poor call, poor everything. We know what happens when this happens. But tell me they do not look like this. These uniforms need to be banned. All I think about is movie.
I don't hate them. I just now all I can see is them.
Now, in the pros, we can sit here and name a lot of VT players, Michael Vick and his brother. Woo! Look at that kick return. And Baylor, they like that RG3, and I really feel like that their quarterback is very similar. Bryce doing his thing. Man in motion. They're going to be playing zone here with a run. As I run up the middle with Nilsson. I mean, he's looking sly up the dime. I like him. I mean, he's wearing his number. Or maybe he's 23 now, but he was 22, I think. Christian McCaffrey, that is.
They'll bring it to the big set. Going to be an option. Going to pitch it. Plenty of room out there. Wilson almost breaks off the first one. Picks up 14 on first.
I didn't see it, but I believe it. I like this here for
Runs by the first down, picks up 4.
He keeps the the defense honest to say, hey, you're going to run, you're going to pass, because we know that you guys can do both.
Here we go.
As he steps back with a little screen dump off for the first down to the 24-yard line. So I'm gonna tell you about Angelo Roman. I know nothing about him besides that he's a walk-on, I'm pretty sure. So kudos to his first catch, and I might be lying, but
Wilson picks up 1.
yes, I think he is a walk-on. Oh no, I lied. I apologize, Roman. Game over.
2-by-1 single tight end in motion. Usually this is a handoff, but this time it's not. Throws it underneath the man wide open. Can he make it? Can he shove him off? He can't. Noble picks up 14 in the first. He'll bring up first and goal.
Mr. Noble himself, I think he's looking for his the tie with Sullivan touchdowns right now.
Come out in 2-by-2. Back rolls out. Can throw underneath
There you
his
go.
man.
That was a great play right there. Hey, Angelo, I sincerely apologize. That's on me. I know you got some touchdowns and receptions. As we see the read option, and this is what I love that both quarterbacks can do. They literally can say, hey, I could pass, I could run, but also I could do the same thing.
That is true.
I really respect both these teams because they're very similar. This is probably the most you will see similarity, defense and offense. As we see the reception, catch up to the 25, not even.
Clock winding down on the second. Didn't come out, trips to the top of, nope, that's a tight end. 2-by-1, tight end on top of the field. Back rolls out, throws underneath to that tight end.
He's got time. He's got 3 minutes, 3 timeouts with a second down. As he catches that ball, it's no different than just resuming the next play for a short second.
Not going to burn their timeouts yet.
No, I agree.
Back, split. Hands
Take
it
it.
off.
Okay. I mean,
That's McCollum. His first rush of the game. Picks up 5 in the first.
I don't even know who that is, but I hope
That's
he's not a
gonna be a
walk-on. Okay, well, clearly I thought Rome was a walk-on, and I messed up. The walk-on gets the ball as he throws. George Johnson, he's a big dude, and he's got some good receptions. Sorry, I was just thinking about how you made fun of me, so.
When did I make fun of you?
Every day.
That's not true, JoJo. Trips to the top, looking, underneath handoff to late. Gets out of the traffic and picks up 6, brings up second.
He hasn't done anything flashy tonight, and not that he's a flashy running back. I'm intrigued to watch. I feel like he's gonna break something out here. I don't know why. The man going jet sweep.
Hands it off to jet sweep. Jet sweep refuses to go down. 8 yards.
This is definitely their number 1 wide receiver in my eyes. I don't care where he is on the depth chart.
Comes out in the traditional 2-by-2.
It's an air raid for sure. Hustle. I mean, this Baylor defense is really. They knew. Something.
I think Coach Cowboy said, if y'all are going to beat us, it's going to be off of your arm and your quarterback, not hustle. Trips to the top. Throws underneath to the top of the
Team's defense has definitely been a bend but don't break, but they've been breaking a little bit more. Oh, here we go. Under center. This is the first time all game I've really seen it, I believe. And we probably see a field goal. I think they get ball in half. I may be wrong. I don't remember. But I think it's not a bad strategy as coaching perception. If that's the case, I forget who got the ball first.
No, I think Virginia Tech got it first.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Probably right.
I'm not sure. I was busy watching.
I would love to see some freeze kickers. I want to see some frozen kickers. But it's not happening. Not today. Three points. Here you go. VT. VT's not... I really appreciate calling this game because you see that both teams have the reminder like, hey, we can make playoffs. We could be a natty team. As Sutherland, I don't appreciate the neck roll. He should probably play defensive end as we see them coming out in the shotgun formation.
Gonna hand it off. Looks like they're gonna chew the clock, but with that first down, first down, they're gonna call a timeout. Take a couple shots now.
I'm okay with this. It's like, all right, maybe we can get 3, 2, 1. There he goes. He steps back as he gives it to the curl route. Timeout. Yeah. Austin Willis, Weather. I mean, Austin Willis is their team as we know it.
The tricks on the bottom of the screen. We need to throw it a little further this time.
I'd call timeout if I was VT. I'd be like, hey, give me that punt. Give those little.
They got one Hail Mary throw. Rolls up, throws underneath. Got a man, picks up 18, but nowhere near of it.
Listen,
that half actually went pretty quick. So, going into the half, what do you think, JoJo? I mean,
I believe that they could have probably gotten 3 points out of it if they called that timeout and another timeout because there was time left on the board. But hey, maybe their coach is a coward. I don't know.
Oh, dang. Zio's a coward. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know. I know Zio very minimally. I'm not trying to take anything away from him because his team is better than most. I just feel like you got to take advantage of that situation. Hey, there's 8 seconds. Let's just call timeout. Let's manage the game. Let's run a few more yards. Maybe do a out route and get a field goal somehow, hopefully. Because they're not looking bad. As you see, I mean, they're very even, both teams. Yes, Baylor may have more field, but Virginia Tech has owned the game and said, hey, we're going to run the ball, we're going to pass the ball, we're going to do what we do. I feel like they could have gotten 20, 30 yards and the field goal. Even if they missed it, let it happen. Pressure kicker.
Cowboy would like for you to know that Sutherland was a linebacker who has converted to tight end. So he has earned his neck roll, and you need to read his comments.
I don't want to because he's ugly, and he needs to change all of it and become the tight end he should be.
There you go. Gotta bring it out. Baylor gets the ball. Sutherland and his 93 neck roll that JoJo loves so much.
Yeah, we need to change it to 83 minus the neck roll. I could deal with the mask for today. As we see the run, Wilson gets absolutely 1 yard.
So this just in, ECU's uniforms get picked by JoJo and their accessories.
It's a possibility.
2-by-1, single back, sniffer in motion.
Oh. I see some blitzing going. Hey.
Underneath to a fullback, Angelo, or tight. I don't know. Angelo Roman's got to be a tight end.
No, he's a walk-on.
I'm joking. No, Roman's a wide receiver with a neck roll.
I know. I was joking because earlier I said I think it's a walk-on, but
I'm just pointing out there's another neck roll.
Yeah. Maybe that's why they're 2 and 3 or whatever. So I think it has to do with the appearance.
Baylor is neck roll you.
The Baylor team has my vote.
Worst neck rolls?
a little bit of that, but I really like their quarterback. I'm not going to lie.
Coming out, back runs out. Ooh, hit as he throws. Doesn't go anywhere. Second 10.
I like Baylor's quarterback, but I love Dolph Hustle on VT. So it's like a mick or mack, because they both teams do the same thing, and I enjoy it because it's not flashy. As Austin Wilson, as I said, is probably
Wilson's tired of hearing you trash talk how he's not your favorite running back.
Oh, I apologize. Well, good thing is I don't matter.
And I don't matter. Trips to the top of your screen. Single back. Back can stand to block. Get a good block. Throw underneath to Angelo Roman.
They're already in field goal range right now, so it's VT's defense that needs to really put some havoc on them, but I really don't think either defense is great.
Hands off underneath. Wilson picks up It's been a clean game so far, too. No turnovers.
No penalties.
There's no turnovers, but I was going to say no penalties.
No penalties, no turnovers. It's been just it's recess, and they're having a great time, and it's been even. Well, he shouldn't be. Because
dang, Sincere, you hear that?
I apologize. Nathan Noble may have the least amount of receptions, but what'd you see tonight? What about today, not the past?
Almost threw it to
Leach, right? Nathan Nobles needs to see a little bit more repetition here.
Back in
my eye.
Gonna hand it off to Wilson. Can't quite get there. If those little chains hadn't been there on the goal line, he might have made that one.
I don't believe that Austin Wilson will get this ball. I see.
Whoa! And he left his quarterback out to dry because he didn't get it.
Kudos to Carl Patrick. This is the guy I told you. Remember earlier? I was like, hey, there's one guy on their team that I really appreciate. Carl Patrick. He has the nose for the ball. Granted, he only has 2 tackles. One for a huge loss to keep him within a touchdown. As they do get that field goal.
Man. They're making a second. Doesn't change much in Virginia Tech's playbook. Other than hand the ball off. That's what JoJo's thinking.
I'm okay with handing it, but the throw is looking good. The RPO action is fun. So, as we see it there,
JoJo, you were 100% right. Just keep handing the ball to Hustle.
That's if he's on my team, I'm gonna tell you right. Listen, let me step it back. I'm on ECU. I have probably one of the best running backs. Ron Jolan.
Rojo throws over the middle. He's got a man. Can he break some more tackles? He picks up a bunch and gets it to the 20.
That is so fun to see as George Johnson just tears apart those DBs. We have a good running back, and
Odin threw that off his back foot in the air. I'm sorry, I had to say that. He was jumping up and throwing it. Go back, Rojo. You have Rojo or Ron Jolan.
He reminds me of watching Hustle. So Hustle will break his first tackle always, and Rojo does the same thing, but he's a senior now, Rojo, and he's like, listen, I just want to win. Guess what? We have one win. So it goes to show you, if you want to win and you got that player, give it to Hustle.
Hey, we got the mighty midget, Matt Smith's prime.
And I'm okay with those losses because they can run the ball all day. Odin can run the ball. Go ahead, throw it up to Hustle. I'd like to see Hustle's this team. I'm sorry, VT. I like all you guys, George Johnson, Rodriguez, all you ethical people. But Rodriguez, see? Called your name. That's it. That's all it took. 4 receptions.
Gonna bring up 1st and goal.
This is scary. I'm not against that, though. On a 1st down, that's okay. You're going to go wide it out, spread them out, and say, hey, Bryce, we trust you. Try and get it in like Jalen. You're just not Jalen. As we see them in shotgun with
Reed.
the RPO read.
Oh, my gosh.
Got robbed. Bryce got... Yo, call the police right now because this man just got extinguished for a touchdown. This is fake news right now on CNN. You see a heavy set, though. I like this heavy set.
Oh! McCollum's not going to get there. Where was Hustle on that? Why was Hustle not in that play?
Why was nobody in that play besides the walk-on? They trust their kicker. Cool, great. Now you're still down by 2 scores, essentially. Possibly. You know, if you can't score touchdowns, you're going to have to kick 2 field goals. And that's crazy, that Hustle. I don't know. As we see the kickoff inside the 10-yard line, going to grab it all the way to the freaking 37? I mean, how many touchdowns do we almost see there? At least 3.
Maybe.
2?
3, 4.
Yeah, 4. You might look. It's sad because I felt like if they really went for it on that aggressiveness 4th down, they would have had it.
I'd have went for it because worst case scenario, they get it on their half-inch line. We all know what happens when you get on the half-inch line, right, Jamal?
He's used to half inches.
Oh!
Oh my!
Well run! Well run! Did he make it miss? Wilson picks up 34.
He said,
Dolph,
my daddy.
He said, Dolph who?
My daddy. Good for him, man. And that's what he does. I mean, I have not watched much of Baylor. I've probably watched more VT, but like I've seen him, and I'm like, okay, he's got that. This offense is fun to watch. It is fun to watch because both of these, you don't know what you're gonna get. Is it gonna be a pass? Is it gonna be a run? Is it gonna be explosive? You don't know. Here we go. We got 4 D linemen. They're definitely running man-on-man right now.
Plenty
Here we
of time.
go with the blitz.
I respect it. Picks up 5 and a 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1 with that neck roll. That's just so ugly, bro. You're not on my team if you wear that.
Dang.
Here we go. No, we're going to send a safety blitz right now. I respect this. Let's go, VT. Oh. Oof.
Runs right through the blitz for 10 yards.
Wilson said, okay, go ahead, bring him. 135 yards and 2 touchdowns later. Now, they're in the goal. They're still running off the center. I believe that they're going to pass.
Gonna read it and just plow his way in. Bryce Walker picks up 10 yards and a tutty. Gonna extend their lead to 10-11 pending the extra point.
Now let's revert this and rewind. Remember, Baylor's not as highly good in standings as VT, right? You know, forget the records. If you look at their roster, if you look at their players and their coaching, you would say, ooh, Zio? Okay. Ooh. Okay. Oh, okay. You would look at those players and say, they're going to win. So, don't count this game out yet. There's 3 minutes left in the 3rd. And they're 2 scores down.
Plenty of football left to play. Going to come out in the 2-by-1. Going to hand it to Hustle, let him run it. Hustle zigzagging around, going to pick up 10.
I wouldn't even pass it. I would just be like, yo, Hustle, let them stack the box. Put 8 in it, 7, whatever you want to do. Let's have fun. The spread formation here, man in motion. They're definitely playing man right now. The option to Hustle.
I was about to say, there's the read option. Yep. Hustle picks up 6 and a 1st.
You know he's going to get the century mark. It's obvious. 4 more yards. I would like to see also Odin to
Quick
get
throw.
it. So.
Picks up 2. Probably a good play. They had Hustle covered up on that. Locke picks up 2. Probably would have been about the same anyway, though.
Wilbur Locke has not had 1 touchdown all season. But he's the second reception leader on the team. So I think maybe we may see a little hustle, a little bit of his boy Wilbur. I would like to see him score a touchdown here for the first time against Baylor.
Hands off. Hustle running. Looking for a hole. Trying to be
play
patient.
that safety came up. I think that was a safety. Came up really hard and said, "Hey, give me some love, baby."
That's what she said.
Woo!
Empty set. Trips to the top
These
of the
empty
screen.
sets, man.
Throws underneath.
I'm crazy.
Got his man.
Wow! Oh,
Sullivan
my
for
leg.
15.
And this is the guy I be talking about. 3 receptions, touchdown. Forget about it. Boom. He does not look like a wide receiver, though. He looks like, hey, I'm going to just try.
Coming out in 2 tight end set this time. Nope, just 1. All right.
I mess with this motion stuff. I don't know what offense they're running. I really enjoy the fact that they let this quarterback observe what they're doing on defense. As Rodriguez gets that first down. He might be second in receptions right now for the team, so he's stepping up as Hustle does his hustle thing. No, that wasn't Hustle. Yes, it was. Okay.
Yeah, that was definitely Hustle.
Goal line. Here we go. Put it in the pistol for Hustle. I don't see ET not getting at least 3. I really don't. There's no. I really feel like it's going to be 7, but as you see that strong set I formation, whew, the fake to the pass to Gregory. I don't even know who Gregory is. He's a walk-on. 100. I just looked. Walk-on. Jeez. Odin. Give respect to everybody on the team. We got a 4-point game here on the kick return. Both teams. Now we're going to be in the 4th, right? You're going to hold those 4s up. Everybody's going to do it.
That's right.
Who wins? Right now, tell me.
Baylor.
4 kickoff. Baylor? Wow. Wow. I wish I could say Baylor. I really feel like VT mentally has this game. And this is me speaking. I'm not good. But I can see VT coming back. Love to see Davenport an interception or see a first down there. I hate you. No, I'm just joking, Baylor. You guys are good. 4 down linemen against these spreads, because both teams, it seems like they're running a lot of 4 down linemen. And it may leave it a little hard for this league as you see a pass to the left side for a completion and possible touchdown. Oof. That's a shame, Sutherland, because you're ugly. But Baylor is doing their thing. Have we seen a PAT or field goal blocked or missed? Oh, I know we have seen missed. Have you seen a block this season?
I have not.
Yeah. Leach gets that return for a few yards there. So you have no faith in VT at all in this game, even though there's 9 minutes left.
They're going to pull an Eagles.
Wait, excuse me?
They're going to pull an Eagles.
I don't think the Eagles have anything to do with this game.
Like the Philadelphia Eagles?
That's what I'm trying to say. I think this game is completely different because I don't think there was a 2-point spread, a 2-score spread in that game. But I don't know. I barely watched it.
Yeah, they were up early.
You're right, there was. As we see a sack. Oh my God, Odin.
That's Bryce Oden for you.
VT needs to come out here, at least put up 3. That's it. They don't need to put up anything but a 3. See Odin drop back, passing it to his check down again. I mean, Hustle needs the ball. Fake the draw, passes it to the left, gets nothing. I thought this was your play-by-play. I'm trying to help you out here. We see a shotgun formation with a skeet in the front as he runs it up. Oh, Hustle's getting 100. That's it. That's it. Nope, not talking anymore. Skeet. I'm leaving the channel, guys. Hey, appreciate everybody. Go VT. Yo, VT, listen, you may be giving up on the game. I'm not. I feel like VT right now may not get the touchdown. I'm cool with that. Because Baylor does have a respectful defense. But they get 3 points right here. It's a 1-score game, so.
Didn't you say earlier that both these defenses were kind of boo-boo?
I did. I mean,
I'm just giving you grief, man.
No, you're right. And that's why it's the 4th, and they both are going to have let up 40 points at the end. So it's really manageable about the offense. I agree with what you said.
They're going to come out.
Saying.
They're going to come out trips to the top of the screen. Stretch back, go away, handoff. And gets one.
You think that VT's defense is bad? It is. No offense. I like players. I like 1 or 2 players on their team. Same with Baylor. I really feel like both of these offenses are just better. It's who's going to score more. And VT's got 7 minutes. So if they kick a field goal or score a touchdown, they're only a little bit away.
Only 11 points out.
Maybe to you, that's a lot. I don't know what team you're on, but... Oh, I do know what team you're on.
Yeah, you do. We played already.
Mm-hmm.
First thing goal. I think you keep handing the ball to Hustle. I mean, that's the way you get back in this game. Or you do the opposite of what I said, throw it to Locks. Either way works, I guess.
Here we go. 2nd down.
Handoff. Hustle. 7. Or 6.
That's it.
Now, here's the thing. Do you go ahead and go for 2 now to make it? I think you have to. I think you got to go for 2.
Yes. I mean, there's no option to this. You got to try it.
I've seen them not do it, though.
I've seen it, too. But
Hustle up the middle.
I think there's going to be a pass. Yeah. Ooh, good defense. Good defense. I saw the coverage sack. Hey, kudos to the DBs right there.
You know how you don't get coverage sacks? You run the draw. No coverage sacks on draws. Just saying. All right, Baylor's going to come out. 6 minutes. Still tons of time left in this game.
And all timeouts for both teams.
This is true.
VT defense. I really have not seen the guy I liked all defensive season. So I'm just curious.
They're running by Wilson. They took 15 in first. Wilson got tired of you talking about how he can't. not as good as Hustle. I'm telling you. You fired Wilson up. If Virginia Tech has anybody to be mad about, it's JoJo because he got Wilson fired.
That's fine. Dude, I hope I fueled him. I'm great on that. As he breaks that first tackle to get 5 yards, so...
Second 5, clock's ticking. I mean, you don't waste timeouts now, obviously, but they are going to the ground and pound, burn the clock.
I mean, wouldn't you?
I mean, yes. Especially.
Shut up.
Oh! Look at all those blocks. Walker, 23.
God. Hey, kudos. I mean, no.
Oscar Walker picks up the first and just carrying his team now.
This is one of those games that you sit there and say, okay, this game's not over. I don't care what the time says, what the numbers say. This game is
0.
Agreed. I just feel like when you see Austin Grant, which I've definitely seen a lot of him, but both these teams they're both head on right now. With 5 minutes left. Second and 12, man and motion to the right. As I feel like they're playing man. They're playing man right now.
Underneath, got his man. Your favorite player, that's Sutherland for 6.
Skeet with the ugly ass. I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure you can say ass.
Ask. All right, here we go.
2 by 1. To the top.
Wilson's going to get this ball right here. No? Okay.
Good throw.
Okay. Hey. Don't sleep on the VT, bro. I'm telling you, they're not. Both these teams, and this is why I wanted to call this game with Julian. And he's like, I'm sick. I'm like, dude, you don't get sick when you're Mexican. You got to go to work the next day. And he's missing out.
They're going to kick that field goal, make it an 8-point game. So now they need the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
We see Baylor kick it off, and they're going to get it at the 80-yard line, and he's probably going to get nothing much, more than 20-something yards.
All right, here we go. I believe they'll go. This is 4-down territory for them now.
I mean, this is 1-score territory. This is a touchdown and 2 points, and you got it. And this is exactly who should get the ball. I don't care. Go ahead, lose. Get me 1 yard. We'll get 10 next. So just give this man the ball. 28 carries.
Trips to the bottom. Delay draw.
Respectfully so.
Keeps running 3rd and inches.
Got this, Dolph. Yo. It's 3rd down. You got 2 seconds right now. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're going to be in shotgun. What are you doing?
I'm handing it to Hustle.
Yeah.
Or Reed.
I respect
Same
it.
thing.
I respect it. Odin said, nah, we need that first. And Odin, he's got 1.5 average. Great. That's a plus. Here we go. They're going to be playing soft on this offense right now.
This is going to, that screams option.
Positive yard is always positively okay. Javid Storm, 8 tackles, 2 tackles for a loss. This is the guy on their defense I'm really insistent on, and he's going to be a pro one day.
Looking.
As we see him 7 back to the right side.
Oh!
My!
That's going to cost him yardage, though.
Just throw the ball away. Don't catch
Johnson
it.
Ends up losing one.
He's like, I need the receptions. I got 6, dude.
And that one actually cost him. If he'd have just caught it and went down, he'd have actually gained a yard.
That's wild right now when you watch it. 3 minutes left. VT's clearly in 4-down territory. They do not need a first down this time. They just need y'all.
2 plays, need 5 yards per each. Going to go for it all, though. Has a man wide open. Breaks the tackle. Rodriguez for 44 yards. Now that I've got 3 minutes, you don't want to score too fast. So now I'm definitely going to hand it to Hustle or run the zone read. But I'm not necessarily trying to score on the first play. Because 3 minutes is a long time. I'd let this clock run.
They're in goal line formation clearly with that shotgun.
Throws an incompletion, which stops the clock. This is what you don't want to do.
On that ball, right now, even if you got to draw it. Oh my God! Look at that slot receiver wide open.
Goes underneath to the first man. And 4 yards, 3rd and goal. Now, see, here's the problem now. See, now you're in a situation where you've got 2 plays and you're not really where you want to be.
This is a good play.
Hustle, and he picks up all but like half a yard.
Goal line, QB sneak, Odin win the game. And they're not going to do it.
If you throw this ball, it's a bad call. And the option. The option works. I'll take Odin in the option.
What? Odin, listen, you may not be a first-round draft pick. You'll be a mid to late round. And for that, sir, I appreciate you.
Is that what you appreciate about him?
I do. Both these quarterbacks, they are fun to watch because they're not amazing, but they're
going to throw it. This is a bad call. Now you gotta. I say you kick it deep. Yeah, you're not gonna onside it. Now you gotta use your timeouts.
Yep. Play defense. You haven't really done it much all game. You know, it's not that their defense has done bad. They're just lackluster, as the other team is too. But if Carl Patrick and Austin Grant, Davenport can really step up here, I believe they need that. As we see him with the handoff and minus yards, yeah, Wilson.
I'm keying up on the knew too.
Wilson knew. He's like, hey, I'm gonna just kill the clock, waste our timeouts. Again, we got a screen for a completion out of bounds.
Gonna bring up 37.
It was forced. When it's forced out, you got to use a timeout. 7 yards. This is a game. This is the game right here.
Looking.
Oh, and we sent that Nick. Sent that Nick.
And they used another timeout.
Maybe their guys are injured. Okay, we don't know what's going on in the sidelines.
Wow.
But there's a lot of time. I almost blocked that, by the way. They have a lot of time. 2 minutes. You need to just get in field goal range. That's it. And VT's going to come back, hopefully. You know, they are the better team. But
I'm getting strong. JoJo doesn't like Baylor vibes.
No, I do. I very much do.
2-by-1. Dolph is going to come in motion and move to a offset. Going to go out for a pass.
The under center off there, and I feel like they don't really run under center, and that's not their thing. So we'll see here as he definitely gets on the shotgun.
Going to come out in 2-by-2. Backs the hustle stays in the block. Hustle picks up a block very well. Oh my gosh! Almost ends the game.
And both these, I'm pretty sure both quarterbacks have not thrown a interception. Yeah, they've had some deflections and XYZ, but I mean it's been a consistent game on quarterback and running games. And as we see the screen here,
got lots of blocking out there. Pushes him out though. 4th and 6. This is it. This is game.
Yep.
This is the play of the
or
game
do you
right
kick
now.
along it? Field goal.
No.
Woo. Hey, you don't know what their kicker's like, but here we go. Man, this is a man blitz formation, 100%. As you see it, it's game. It's game. That's it. Hey, Baylor, kudos to you. This is well deserved. Very, hard fought. Both teams, very equal. It came down to time, not possession. It came down to who's going to have the ball more and who's going to score more.
Going to hand it off. He's going to lose 3, but he's okay with that. They're going to burn this down, I think, now. I don't think there's a way that they can stop him with time on the clock.
Mm-hmm.
They might get the ball back with like 2 seconds left if they can stop him.
Mm. Here we go on the pistol with the handoff. You knew that was happening. Wilson.
Say, a chip, a chair, and a hope and a prayer.
Even Wilson's game tonight, 154 yards, 2 touchdowns. This is what these teams live off of. They are so similar. Like, literally, I'm telling you, like, I haven't watched all their games, both of these teams, but when I have, I'm like, okay, I see who's the primetime Deion Sanders. As the game's over right now, hey,
Picks
great.
up 10. I agree, man. I think these two teams showed up, did what we expected them to do. Lived up to being game of the week, I guess. Wasn't really that bad. What's your final thoughts here, JoJo?
I don't not see either of these teams not being in the playoffs because they have a great offense, a good defense, and both coaches, I believe, are more successors than others.
I think it's going to be a tough call because in the American Conference we have the two remaining undefeated teams.
Yeah.
And then it's a for that 3 and 4 spot, it is an absolute slugfest to see who's going to get in there. But that's going to do it for Game of the Week. That's going to do it for me and JoJo. That's going to do it for your Wednesday night. Last word, JoJo?
Till tomorrow. That's it.
Y'all stay elite.
Guess what?
What?
ECU got that monkey off their back. Ski, ski. All right. Good night, everybody.